Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back once again, troops, Legionnaires, and any new recruits. As always, really appreciate you all taking the time to check out my channel and my video. Another premiere. I've got this awesome Tanto here. I mean, this is for Tanto lovers. If you don't like Tantos, this is probably not going to be the video for you, but I got this awesome Tanto off of Temu for like 50 bucks. They have 3 different versions. They had a drop point, they had this Tanto, and then they had like a competition type chopper, almost like a Jimmy Slash deal, to be as descriptive as possible. I don't know what kind of shape it is. Maybe the Warncliffe type, but like a competition chopper. But I decided, because I love Tantos, to grab this one. It's 50 bucks. I figure, what the hell, for 50 bucks, I'll give it a go. And I'll tell you, I'm not disappointed in the way this thing looks, feels, handles. It did come disappointingly very thick, the secondary bevel. You know, it was disappointing. It was sharp, but it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, you know? So I took about two and a half hours, reprofiled the edge to 17 degrees using the Work Sharp guide system. And I've got, the enhancements, features that I purchased separately with that. That's a wonderful, wonderful tool from Work Sharp. I highly recommend that. And I did everything freehand. I was going to take this to the Ken Onion, but I didn't. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself. So, all right, sorry about that. What are you guys carrying today? Well, I've got this awesome clip point blade from Gia Brother. Decided I wanted to carry this on my hip today. A decent companion, nice size. I'm going to do a review on this after I'm done reviewing this bad boy right here. But it's a nice blade. Gia Brother sent it to me, so I want to show it off to everybody because I don't think too many people know about it. And I haven't seen it on Amazon Express yet, so it's on AliExpress, Amazon Express. I haven't seen it on Amazon, but it's on AliExpress, and hopefully they're going to send it to Amazon soon enough. But in any case, let me all know what you guys are carrying. Now, I don't know anything about the specs on this. I got my tape measure. We're going to do it all manually here, and I will do my best. All right, because I just don't trust Temu's descriptions. So let's get started, right? So the whole blade is approximately 15 inches overall length, approximate. This is all going to be approximate, so you could see for yourself. Approximate. Maybe this one's a little bit less, okay, but approximate, okay. And the blade itself is approximately 9 inches, maybe a little more, 9 1/4. Cutting edge, we're looking at a little over 7 inches, okay? It does have a small sharpening tool, nothing too big. It has this inverted hump over here. The handle, we're looking at 5 3/4 inches, maybe. G10 scales, removable, full tang. Pretty sure this is 8mm thick, not 6mm thick. This is one big badass heavy duty blade. It's heavy. It's a chunky Tanto. Definitely something for the camp. I wouldn't take this hiking, man. Although I have, and I've gone around hiking for about a couple miles with it on, and it's heavy. You will notice it. What else can I say over here? Let me, now that I gave you basically the nice measurements, it does come with a nice leather sheath, okay? I got to say, it's nice. It's not garbage. So let's take a look at this blade, right? So it's got that high saber flat grind. That is flat. Nicely chiseled, okay? So when this did come, it did come with a sharp edge. Make no mistake. The edge was sharp. It was just thick. It was extremely wide, man. It was wide. And then I wasn't getting I wasn't getting the nice cuts and I wasn't getting the nice feather sticks that I'm always used to. So, you know, every time I was chopping, and here's some wood right here. I did chop some of these small pieces. I came here yesterday with the intentions of doing a review yesterday. And I was just disappointed, man, you know, and you know, I like to test out some of my blades. And this was a mess yesterday. It was dirty because I was testing out all kinds of stuff, chopping, batoning, etc. And, you know, every time I chopped, it chopped the wood, but it would bounce back up. You know what I mean? So the edge needed some work. I spoke with one of my subscribers. I was like, at first I was going to use the Ken Onion and do it freehand, but I changed my mind. I'm like, you know, I just wanted to just do it freehand on the WorkSharp guide system. And, you know, I got the kit with the extra fine, extra coarse leather strop. I don't know, I spent like two and a half hours reprofiling just the main bevel over here. Okay. This one I just stropped. But, and I like the results, man. You know, I mean, the edge is a little bit thinner now, you know. So I tested it out this morning. I batoned this in half and I started doing some feather sticks and I was happy. Now, obviously I have to test it out. So, but I'm still pretty happy with this knife. By the way, the steel on this is DC53 tool steel. And they have it stamped on right there, as you can see. So, DC53. And again, I got it from Temu in a warehouse in the United States. I got it in a few days. And you may have seen it in my community page. I was showing it off with some other Tantos that I have over here. Some Dicorias and all other kinds of stuff I have to show. Man, I got so many knives I gotta show. But it's been so cold out and miserable that you know, I just didn't feel up to it. You know, it just yesterday the wind would slap me in the face, and you know, with the disappointment of the edge, I was like, no way, man. But in any case, let me show the knife again. So it's nicely for the Tanto lovers out there. Okay, this is a beast, man. It is heavy. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. This is a heavy knife. This is in no way, you know, something light and nimble. It's heavy, but it's done so nice. Now you could see some of the feather sticking I was doing over here, and then I bashed it on top. It's a little dirty. I had everything nice and clean this morning. It's a little dirty on top from bashing with my with the baton, but I'm a big Tanto fan, and if you are a Tanto fan too, this is a beast, man. It's a beast. So the fit and finish on this knife, I'd have to say, is 90%, and I'm only going to give it 90% because the grind was too thick, in my opinion. Okay, they need to. Well, I purchased this, you know, so they ain't going to listen to me. But they need to thin out that edge. So if you plan on getting one out of these three knives, expect that you might have to regrind that edge if you don't like it, okay? And DC53 tool steel is a bit of a pain in the ass, and you just got to be patient. Now, listen, I'm not an expert in sharpening. Please don't ask me to tell you, you know, how to sharpen. I'm not an expert. I just know how to sharpen my knives the way I like them. Just like a lot of content creators like their knives sharpened the way they want to. I prefer factory edge, but again, this factory edge was so thick, you know, so obtuse that even though it was sharp, it just wasn't performing. So just be aware of that. Now, the scales are removable. I had to tighten up the scales because I was bashing it yesterday. And the scales did come a little loose, so I wound up tightening them. But you can see nice red liners. I mean, for a $50 knife for DC53 tool steel, you know, some guy, some subscriber, some commenter was laughing about this knife on Temu. But for 50 bucks, man, yeah, laugh it up some more, buddy. Look how nice that is. You know, maybe if you're a collector and you're a real knife enthusiast, you want something like this, a Tanto, it's awesome. And you could see now, it's a big handle. And, you know, I could definitely fit a couple more fingers here, and I've got the gloves on now because it's freezing out here. But that is nice. The choil is for sharpening. You really can't choke up on it. If you do, you're gonna have to, you know, wear gloves, you know. But now that I've got this sharpened, I was able to whittle, you know, to my liking without having to do the choke up yet. So, but you could put, I guess you could put your finger right over here by this ricasso area, or this little gardish area over here. Better than nothing if you needed to really choke up, do the finer work. But again, as a big chopper like this, I suggest you take some kind of a folder or a companion knife with you to enhance, you know, your situation out there in the field. But 50 bucks, man. I mean, look how thick that is. That's no joke, man. That's thick. That's 8 millimeters right there, man. I kind of wish they had a little bit of jimping, but the spine is sharp, which is good. And it does have a hole for the lanyard, which I do plan on putting on. But I mean, look, $50 knife from Temu. I mean, that's nice. Nice. Everything's nice and flush. Like I said, the screws came loose, but it just seems like all these knives, unless you Loctite them, they're all going to come loose after some serious abuse, outdoor abuse, especially the way I handle these knives. At least that has been my experience. Very few knives, usually the handles stay on. But look at that contoured handle. You can't go wrong. Let me turn this around for you. You can't go wrong. 50 bucks for this beast, you know? And, you know, even with that thick edge, you can see now it's thinned down and it's a little bit shiny, which I don't care for the shininess, although, you know, I just wanted to show everybody. I did get it down to 17 degrees, man. And it seems to be doing better as far as whittling. You know, the chopping I don't think I'm too worried about, because the weight of this knife is going to cut through practically anything. It's a pretty big beast, man. It's heavy. I have to even say it's a bit clunky, you know. But I don't care. I love it, man. You know, I love this thing. And again, I got no skin in this game. I purchased this myself. And whether you guys like it or not, I really don't care. If you're a knife enthusiast, you'll like it. If you like Tantos, you'll like it. You know, and I think it's just awesome how big this thing is. I don't know of any other knife that's a Tanto that's this big. Let me know if you do. But thing's a beast, man. Thing is a beast. Look at that. Shit. You know, it's got some weight. It's not, you know, it's definitely front heavy, but it's not a balanced blade at all. So that might deter some of you from even bother looking at it. But go on Temu. They've got 2 other flavors on there. As long as you know, and you can sharpen or reprofile your edge, you know, what's it going to hurt? Go take a look. Sheath. Look at how nice this sheath is. Look at how nice that, what is that, a line? I don't know if that's a line, a bore, I can't tell. Whatever it is, it looks nice, you know, and it's a nice, I think it's leather. It's pretty thick stuff. You know, there's the welt on that one side. What I don't like over here is this is starting to flare up. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if that's even fixable. I don't know, what do you put glue here or something, then you just tighten it up? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, I've carried this into the woods already, hiked with it. Seems to be very nice. Time will tell if the stitching will hold up, etc. And it's got these little line snaps over here, and you could see that the sheath is nice. It's thick. The parts on here, and this side's open a bit to slide it in because it's a big blade, you know. It would have been nice in Kydex. I would have gladly paid a little bit extra for this with the Kydex. But pretty nice setup here. Hold on, let me pop this in here for you. So just so I don't cut the leather over there. Let me just slide it in real nice and easy. There we go. Okay. It fits in real nice, snaps in okay. It feels like the snaps are sturdy. They're not cheap garbage. It'll probably slide out, but that's, you know, what this is here for, you know. All in all, though, that's a nice package, I think. You know, it's a nice little setup over here. You take care of this leather sheath. I don't know, what do you use, mink oil or something? Some kind of oil. Get it supple and soft and protected from the weather and the elements, man. You know, it's a pretty nice knife. I think it's pretty cool. Let me just show you that I was very successful at sharpening this. I know some people have a hard time sharpening DC53. Some people have sent some of their knives back that are in DC53. It's a tool steel, man. It's a tough as nails tool steel. You know, it's hard. It is not it's not a soft steel for sure. So let me show you. Okay, I just started on this side. You can see I was testing it out for myself. Now let me just do a little choking up, but now it's making these beautiful curls. I mean, it was doing the same thing yesterday, but not consistently, you know? Like I had to dig in at a certain angle, but I think now I've got the geometry of this setup way better. And I just got to test it out, you know, to see how it chops, if it chops better, and then. So definitely much better. I wasn't really getting these type of results yesterday with this knife. However, I wanted to show everybody. Number one, I wanted to tell you the truth, and number two, I want to show everybody that, you know, if you know how to sharpen a knife, if you know how to reprofile an edge, you've got that courage. You know, you can do it. You know, I would shudder to think what Peterbilt Knife Guy can do with this knife if he was to sharpen it himself, because he makes some really wicked sharpened knives. You know, he doesn't like the factory edge, so he'll just take an edge and just reprofile it without a fear in the world, and it works out for him very well. I mean, it's kind of sick the way he gets his knives real sharp. So go check him out. So you'll see some of the grinds that he does. You know, it's extreme, I think, in my opinion, but he likes it the way he likes it. But my point is, you know, you're gonna have to, if you do get one, you might get lucky and get a thinner geometrical edge. It might be thicker, but you're just gonna have to know that if it is thicker, you might not like it. You might not like the way it performs, and you're gonna have to reprofile the edge. And luckily, I got a lot of practice in with my WorkSharp guide system. You know, it's an inexpensive and great sharpening system. So, you know, I mean, and I didn't have to go to the Ken Onion. I could have, it probably would have been faster, but, you know, it started snowing. I couldn't go anywhere. So I just started relaxing, I guess, and just kept on going until I got this beautiful edge now. So, and there you have it, troops. I am glad that I came out. I know it's full of snow out here. Here, check this out. It sucks, man. We got like 2 inches. The snow is just like everywhere right now, and it's just brutal. But I don't know, I might be going hiking just for the hell of it, you know. Let me get back this into frame. There we go, beautiful. But it is pretty. I mean, you know, I do hate the cold, guys, but it's pretty right now. So, and I wiped all my, you know, the outpost down, and I says, the hell with it, let me do this review. And, you know, when I tested out, you know, I did some of the batoning and the feather stick, and I was like, all right, now I got to tell people, you know what I mean? So, and there you have it, troops. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans and active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, when you're done, check out the comment section, description section. I will have phone numbers and websites that you could all visit and call. And there's also a heartfelt message from one of your own, Martin Miller. And please seek the help you all ever deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, I hope, you know, to the Tanto enthusiasts, you like this one. Let me know what you think, you know. And if you don't have anything good to say, move on, man. I really don't want to hear it. At the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care.